Brian Fury here with the November 2024 edition of The Gauge, Nielsen's Total TV and Streaming Snapshot. Now, 2024 represents an unusual November because of what's in and what's out. And what's in is the presidential election and the impact that that had on the news genre. But what's out this year is the Thanksgiving holiday, which is one of the peak viewing periods in the television year. But in 2024, it's going to fall into the December interval as we follow the broadcast calendar. Now, while overall usage was up by 5% compared to last month, it actually fell by 1% compared to last year because of the absence of the holiday. Interestingly, each category had a high in a different week this month, with broadcast being week 1, cables coinciding with the election coverage of week 2, and streaming being most prominent in week 3, which notably included the Tyson-Paul fight on Netflix. NFL football again dominated the broadcast viewing slate, but because the interval started on October 28th, 3 World Series games on Fox were featured. In fact, the dynamic duo of NFL and World Series helped bump the broadcast sports genre up by 34% versus last month. Overall broadcast is up by 3% compared to last month, but lost 0.3 of a share point as a result of the total viewing increases. Cable viewing was relatively flat and lost 1.3 share points to finish at 25% of television. Without the extensive Major League Baseball playoff coverage that it had in October, the sports genre for cable dropped by 40%. But cable's big week in November coincided with the election. Now, to put this into context, in week 1 of November, viewers watched 36 billion minutes of cable news, and it jumped 32% to 48 billion in week 2. But then it dropped significantly later in the month. With all the election-related attention and news coverage in November, it seems that viewers may have used streaming as an escape. It actually increased by 8% versus last month and set a new category record with 41.6% of television. In fact, we had a number of platforms with all-time high shares this month, including the category leader YouTube at 10.8%, Prime Video at 3.7%, and the Roku channel at 1.9%. Now, Netflix had an 8% increase thanks to the Tyson-Paul fight and the success of the Lincoln Lawyer. But looking at the week of the fight, their share jumped to 8.5%, which is up 13% from the previous week. In an unusual month that included an election and a stream prize fight, we saw the continued evolution of our media ecosystem. But next month promises to be one of the most interesting intervals ever, including the first Christmas Day NFL streaming events. Join us at Nielsen.com on Tuesday, January 21st, and we'll see you there.